are warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the thrift are warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Good morning, Bix Weir. RoadToRooter.com with your morning horn of Z's, your sip of chocolate coffee. First of all, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I turned 56 on July 4th. 56, count them. Oh my God, I'm old. Old and tired. Had a great time, wonderful time. We were with family. Family's so important, crazy important. And even if my family is a bunch of extremist lefties, I love them to death. And it made me think over the weekend, I'm like, I love lefties. I love righties. I love Americans. And I know that certain groups are trying to pit us against each other. And that sucks. I mean, the far left and the far right, it's ridiculous. Come on, people. People are people. And, it's like the yin and yang. You got your far left and your far right, and everybody else is kind of in the middle. And it's the middle part that I think doesn't get any news these days. I do not think we're at the precipice of a civil war between the left and the right. I think they would like us to be, they meaning the people who pull the strings behind the scenes levers, like in the Trump administration, it would be the financial people, and the Democrats, it'll be the congressional loonies. But they're both trying to pull the strings, trying to divide, and that's not good. It's not good because it doesn't feel good. And if you are feeling like, damn, that left side is way too crazy, or that right side is way too crazy, it might be a good time to check your own beliefs and understand that we have your left and your right and your black and your white and your short and your tall and all of the above in America. And that's the beauty of America. My message today on the 4th of July, well, today's not the 4th of July, but my message for the 4th of July weekend is we are all Americans. Check yourself. Check yourself to make sure that you're not getting overly swayed one way or the other. And understand that it's okay to disagree with people. It's okay to voice your opinion, absolutely. But it's okay that there's people on the left and people on the right. And it's okay that some people believe in Black Lives Matter. Some people believe in all lives matter, and you're not supposed to say it. Come on. There's a problem when you're not supposed to say something. Like, people keep telling me, quit giving Trump a hard time about rigging the markets. No. Why am I supposed to believe everything he does? With Ghislaine Maxwell getting busted, there's new talk about Trump did go on some flights with, at least one flight, with Jeffrey Epstein. What did he do on that flight? I don't know. If Trump's in the middle of that, bust him as well. It gets down to, if we want to continue as a country, which I think everybody does. I mean, obviously, a lot of Democrats on the far, far left just say, oh my God, this is the worst thing ever. Anything to get Trump out, we'll lie, we'll cheat, we'll steal. We'll accuse him of anything and everything. And then there's the far right who says, we have to stay in power. We have to stay in power. It's just crazy. It's crazy. And it's meant to be crazy because the real controllers are trying to pit us against each other. And we're all American. At least people in America. Of course, I have a lot of subscribers all around the world. And you should look at your country too and check your beliefs. That's what I would like to say to everybody. Check your own beliefs. Because I checked mine this weekend with my family's mostly on the left side. We grew up in Northern California. What else can you do? If you're on the right, you're a freak. Hello. But at the same time, everybody's got good opinions, the best intentions for their gang of people. So let's just keep everything. It's a good time to check where you stand on your beliefs towards your opponent. And understand that they just want to live their life as well. And we'll see. We'll see going forward. The battles that are going on are between the controllers, not necessarily the people. They want the people to be in on these battles, but it's mainly a battle between the controllers of our lives. And if the Democrats think, oh, there were no controllers when Obama was there, that's wrong. And if the Republicans think there were no controllers when the Bushes were in office, that's wrong too. The controllers are there, and they play. There is a battle behind the scenes for control, but at the same time, they want us to fight each other. I don't think we have to. So there. That's my take. In the meanwhile, Steve Mnuchin's saying it's too early to tell if American families need another stimulus check. Okay, Steve, how are people going to eat with this pandemic? Clearly, people are out of jobs. People need money. Is it a good thing or a bad thing that the government steps in? I pretty much think they have to. And they couldn't do that on a gold standard or a crypto standard. They might be able to on a crypto standard because I think the U.S. government has the 1 million Satoshi Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash that's ready to be allocated to the people. But according to Steve Mnuchin, he gets to decide who gets money, who gets to eat, who gets to feed their family. That's how silly the system is. That's how silly it is. So we'll see. Steve Mnuchin says it's too early to tell if American families need another stimulus check. In the meanwhile, just yesterday, $5.2 trillion was given to the banks. I'm running a running total of repos and all the bailouts. Now, the banks, these criminal banks, don't need to go to Steve Mnuchin for a bailout. They just tell Jerome Powell, hey, we need the Fed to kick us some more credit. How about $5.2 trillion? This was on July 1st. They needed $5.2 trillion to stay in business. That's all the POMOs, the repos, the reverse repos, the TALF, the Fed liquidity line swaps, the PDCF, the FRBNY, the PPPLF, the MML. Yeah, they invented acronyms for all this shit. Remember, back in 2008, Hank Paulson had to go to Congress to get approval for $700 billion. But since September 11th, 2019, $5.2 trillion in bailouts has been given to the banking cabal without any congressional approval. That's where we are. The funny thing is, $5.2 trillion is nothing. Behind the scenes, they are printing infinity money. That's what the key is. So why not give we the people infinity money and end this game? You can end it two ways. You can stop the manipulation, Mr. Trump, and everything falls apart. Or you can give everybody, how about $1 million per citizen of the United States? Doesn't matter. It's a computer blip to Jerome Powell, who just gave out $5.2 trillion to the banks. Why not give everybody $1 million? Everybody gets $1 million. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, it would destroy the system, Bix. We're talking about a faith and confidence currency. Oh, but you can give $5.2 trillion to the banks. What happened to the faith and confidence argument? So that's my vote. It sounds a little OAC, but hey, if they're going to screw with reality, why not screw with reality in favor of the people? Right? Yes, of course it would destroy the confidence in the system. But do we really want to have confidence in the old system? Do we really want Trump to rebuild the old system? Because that was our problem. That's what we're trying to get out of. That's why we're in this place in the first place. So yeah, I'm in the MMT category, modern monetary theory. Print as much as money as you want because it doesn't matter. You've been doing it since 1913 anyway and not telling the public how much. My guess is, let's just say 100 quadrillion has been printed. I don't think anybody even keeps track of it anymore, truthfully. Ask Catherine Austin Fitts how much they found just on the books. That's not counting what's off books. So, there you have it, Mr. Mnuchin. It's too early to tell if Americans need another stimulus check. Okay, but the banks get it. And Mnuchin's in kind of trouble because even the money approved for the people in all their programs apparently is not getting to the people. Mnuchin won't tell you where it's going. Because the banks get their hands on it, they can lever it 10 to 1. So why not just give it to the banks, which he did. Again, this is back in mid-June, they were saying, where's this money going? And now Mnuchin says, it's too early to tell if American families need another stimulus check. Ask American families who aren't working. Ask half my friends work in the restaurant business and booze business. What are they going to do to feed their families? They already lost their restaurant. Most of them will not open ever again, thanks to this pandemic. Don't get me wrong. This thing is deadly if you get it and you have deficiency. Hydroxychloroquine works. Now there's clinical trials. It works. Why aren't people talking about vitamin D? They don't want to fix problems. They want to cause problems. They want us fighting each other. Let's stop fighting each other. We're playing into their hand. Speaking of playing into their hand, silver. Silver's doing okay. Don't worry about silver. Silver will be fine. This is the year for silver. You better have some physical silver, especially if Trump wants to outlaw cryptocurrencies. It'll go right to a gold and silver standard. Gold is, it's all over the place. All over the place. There's plenty of gold to be had. Just in Chocolate Mountain. Just in the Grand Canyon. Not to mention Yamashita's gold. Every country has a hell of a lot of gold. And if they don't, why don't they go buy it? They can print money out of thin air and go buy all the physical metal they need. Great article last week or the week before, discussion on central banks and countries buying silver. Why not? Especially Mexico. Mexico, the largest exporter of silver on planet Earth. And all they do is want to keep the price down. Dig and sell. Now the lockdown 2.0 is locking up the mines again. So where's JP Morgan going to get all the silver to feed the masses, which is right now 65 million ounces taken for delivery, the largest ever on record? Ted Butler seems to recall back in 1980, 15,000 contracts, or was that 75 million ounces. Right now it's 65 million ounces. But hey, we still got some days left in the month. It's definitely petered down. We're at 13,000 contracts. But look at what's going on in silver. If you want to know when silver is going to pop, look at the September contract. Here we go, from September 11th to September 11th. Probably, in the Road to Ruta theory, it would be September 11th, 2020, that silver starts going moonshot. So right now you have about 2 months to get your hands on as much physical silver as possible. If you don't have a dealer, send my friend Andy Scheckman an email. Andy@milesfranklin.com. He can get his hands on some silver and get it right to you. Best price for Road to Ruta members is what he's telling everybody. And you can check him on it. Call him or send him an email. Andy@milesfranklin.com. All right, so look at the September contract. 132,000 contracts. That's what, 650 million ounces of physical silver. Now, yes, as we get closer to the end of the month or the delivery period, it gets lower and lower. But just last month, we had the highest ever, and we're going to even blow that away, I believe, in September. Probably shut down the COMEX because there's be so much other chaos. Remember, they're trying to pit us against each other. They've got an election to fight over. Hang on tight, my friend. And if you are in the crypto world, hey, a little green, a good jump up for cryptos. Yeah, we'll take any green these days. It looks like altcoins are going crazier than Bitcoin, which is rare mainly because most people in the crypto world use Bitcoin pairs to trade. They'll trade so much Bitcoin for so much Litecoin, or so much Bitcoin for so much Theta. And when Bitcoin goes up, all prices go up because everybody's got their orders in already as a percentage of Bitcoin on the crypto exchanges. So when Bitcoin goes up, everything goes up. It's crazy. But it's also a lot of fraudulent action going on. I just want to show you, these are the top exchanges as far as volume. Look at Binance. $4 billion in volume every 24 hours. Binance is a criminal cabal exchange. Careful, they'll steal your money, but it's the only place to get a lot of these cryptos. Rigged 100%. Same with Huobi, same with OKX, same with Coinbase, same with Kraken, same with Gemini. Although the US is a little harder to get away with it. But in Asia, Binance, Huobi, OKX, anything goes. Anything goes. So just hang in there, my friends. One day we'll have decentralized exchanges, and that'll fix that problem. Maybe inject a little veritasium, truth and honesty into the system. We will see. Quick note for you Guardian holders of the Theta token. Right now, Theta's trading at what, 22 cents or so? You can start your own Guardian node for $2,200 because it takes 10,000 Theta to start a node. And you need one Theta fuel. If you need the Theta fuel and you're a Road to Ruta member, send me an email. I'll send you one Theta fuel so you can stake your over 10,000 Theta. And yeah, the Theta staked has gone up from 448 when I last looked at it, and it's, well, like a month ago, it's now 488. So it is moving higher and higher. And remember, there are not that many Theta tokens out there. 850 circulating. So more than half of the Theta is now staked. What happens when 100% of the Theta is staked? What's Binance going to do in reporting their sales or their transactions? The price will just have to go up. Sorry. So there you go. Yes, Theta Fuel, I think it's undervalued, but I think it'll take longer. That's the thing. It's 25 to 1 right now. At some point, it'll go probably between, when it becomes in full use and companies like Netflix and Amazon, anybody who wants to stream using Theta, they have to have Theta to do it. So Theta Fuel. So they're going to have to go in and buy Theta Fuel. That's when it gets really interesting, when the Theta Fuel comes closer to 5 to 1. And I do think it will, but that's farther out. Right now, the hunt is for Theta. And yeah, get your node going, and you can create your own Theta Fuel. It's real easy. You can even do it on your phone. Actually, I don't think you can on your phone. You can stake your coins from your phone, but you have to have a go to thetatoken.org. It tells you how to get a Guardian. All right, and yeah, it's really interesting in the Theta world. Like, yes, it went from $4 to $50. Yes, it went back down to $20. Yes, it's probably going to go up to $80. Then it'll come back down to $30, and then up to $100 or cents, excuse me. And yes, it will be in the thousands of dollars, probably 5 to 10 years down the line. Why? Because everybody, we need it. We need it for broadband. We need it for the Internet 2.0, as my friend said. It's the Internet 2.0 because it's decentralized. And broadband companies are having huge problems rolling out 5G. They don't have the bandwidth. And then Theta can solve that problem. I didn't know 5G is so short. 5G doesn't go very far at all. It's like 1 or 2 football fields. That's as far as, those big cell towers with 5G radiation coming at you. They only go a couple hundred yards without impediments and without rain and all that. 5G needs a lot of help, and Theta can do that. Keep an eye on it. Anyway, that's my commercial for today. Go to roadtoruta.com. Check out Word Wednesday. Go to Instagram, Bix Weir Instagram. Paige and I talked about another word yesterday or last week, which was central banking. She's doing a great job. Go support Paige at Instagram, Bix Weir, and hit follow. And she put out this weekend, which is really cool. Hope everyone's having a fun and safe holiday weekend. Let freedom ring. I love that picture. It's really cool. Nice job, Paige. Anyway, if you guys want to get your Theta and you don't know anything about cryptos, hit subscribe today. And you can join the private road. I will be sending you 100 Theta and 100 Theta Fuel already loaded on a paper wallet. Yes, you don't even have to know anything about cryptos. This will be the only one in the world. So keep a hold of it. Probably make a copy and store it in 2 different places. But with every private road subscription and every renewal, I am giving out 100 Theta and 100 Theta Fuel for now. Next time Theta starts running, which I think should be pretty soon, those will go down. So if you want to take advantage of it and you think Michelle White Dove might be right that Theta is going to 1,000 per coin, that's $100,000. I'm just saying, that's no guarantee, obviously. But it would be nice to stick into your vault at home with your silver, with your cryptos. Anyway, this is Bix Weir. RoadToRuhr.com. I'll talk to you guys later.